Hey y'all, hold on. Music is going, and it's a lot. So that's why I made it a silent live. Hold on. Hola, I just pulled. Can y'all hear me now? 4 people in the building. Go ahead and double tap the screen chat. Double tap the screening. Double tap the screening. Yes, I'm home, honey. I just pulled up. Yes, baby. Happy birthday, spirit. Y'all, what's going on? It's a lot, y'all. School. No, I would never do that. You said what? I got a client. No, I just.
Want that bitch to leave, don't you?
No.
Huh?
No, she just. I don't know. She just be going through something. What is it? This ain't no sample. This is sample?
Yeah. That's what I believe.
I feel bad.
What you think the sample is? What the deal?
No, I appreciate it. No, it's a lot for a sample. I appreciate it. Yeah.
What you feel bad for her for?
Cause she losing her mom.
Man.
Yeah, not doing her hair.
Well, shit like that be happening to the females.
Like,
I'm
yeah.
like, what she do to bring that kind of karma on her?
Like, mental health is real.
Yeah. I'm like, what she do to bring that kind of karma on her like that? You feel me?
Okay, I feel you.
Who is she taking away? Like, for instance, we sitting in the sun over there. This bitch know that this nigga ain't never molested his kids or none of that shit. Knowing this nigga on parole for armed robbery, so on probation for her, she get with another nigga, tell the police that he was trying to touch her child. Like, bitch, I wouldn't care if your mama caught cancer and died. You killing him?
She lied.
Yeah, that shit deep. And bitches do that shit every day. You'll never lie on Harlem Dad and say that he's trying to touch his kid. You don't give a fuck how mad you
Right,
is.
that's crazy.
Hell no, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we'll do some shit
Let
like
me go.
that.
I gotta rush. She was an hour late.
Ain't that crazy
I'm
though?
driving her too. Yeah, that's crazy. It smells so good in here.
No.
What is it? Secret sauce, huh? Thank you.
Alright.
Q10! Brittany! For a woman to make an appointment, still, she definitely tries to shoot. Yes. That much is definitely true. I just hate to see that shit. I hate to see it, man. It hurt my heart. How are you beautiful ladies? Hi, Cutie. Hi, Quiet Storm. It's definitely easy to happen. What is it, just one thing? Sometimes it be like one thing to just take your mind, gone, gone. How's my beautiful Naima? Over time to the time, yup, yup, yup. That's why I'm so firm on just who I let around me, like, you know what I'm saying? Who I'm talking to. What's up, K Money? Boss dog. Honey, I didn't eat. You didn't eat today? The pressure can come back so quickly, never really gone if someone is dealing with it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. If you do deal with depression, you permanently deal with it. You know what I mean? We got a package. What up, K Money? It becomes a chemical imbalance. Chinchilla, meaning your brain doesn't produce. He says to stay happy. I hear that. See, why am I waiting for this elevator? That's why I don't like this elevator. That's why I don't like that elevator. That elevator take forever. Absolutely. That in my videos, Naima. Yes, I know. I see. And it's real. Like, it's so real. It's so real. Like, there's so many women who have lost their minds. Lost their minds. Brittany, like, what you doing? So many of us that are suffering. Yes. That's why I'm like, Lord, just help me be a vessel. You know what I mean? Help me be a vessel. Life ain't easy. You know what I mean? For all of us, life ain't easy. This shit hard. It's hard doing this shit every single day. And trying. But y'all, I'm about to mute it back on because the music is playing What's up, Dequario? I said, let me get a sample. Let me just get a sample. This is why I'm fighting for us. Yes, QT. QT said, no worries, or keep your mind clear and positive. Yes. Energy, yes. I'm gonna try. And I gotta charge her too. She was an hour late. I gotta charge her too. Like, you just can't be an hour late. I understand you, but an hour is like, damn. Have a good one. Thank you.
The best bet would be to get in 2036.
One great thing about them being loose like this is that it makes it look even more natural.
Yeah.
It makes it even more flat. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Yeah. Well, yeah, this will probably be your last round for sure with these tracks. Because you don't
Okay.
want your braids to turn into dread. You don't want your braids to lock up. Turn into dread, yeah. again. Zara's our best friend. Double tap the screen, chat. Double tap the screen, chat. Ray Midnight. Hi, everybody.
And look, they're living life that company today. There are millions and million parts all around you that you don't have to move if you didn't want to. Okay, we're here. All of this stuff was made. You're not telling me. But I'm able to utilize it in a creative way to be able to use it for my and you should feel connected to the people who are giving you stuff. You should feel connected to the people who are giving you morals that for you, you don't even acknowledge, but they're hugely really money for their things. And it's difficult to be sure that it's the world they live in. You should always feel connected to everything that you do. I'm not saying like that for you. I'm not thinking that the connection from Black Brothers and Sisters, but I'm telling you that the scales have been on down for so long. Let me tell you something. People ask me this all the time. And I say the same thing, and then I have to retract it, but I still feel the same way. I have to just correct myself because I want to have a better reality. And I can't do what people that I don't like did. But people ask me all the time, like, oh, would you hire me? And some of them are of another nationality from me. And every time I've gotten the opportunity, I get it with my own business now, but even as a past, I was working with some of the organizations that all the time are black people. And that's funny, right? Because we want the white people of the country to give us a shot. When only thing they're doing is something that's in their nature. I wouldn't I want my white brothers and sisters to be standing next to me in these jobs and everything? Yes, I would love to give other people a shot, but it's not my first choice. I choose what I'm familiar with. And I do the same. I have to bring myself to the table myself, and nobody's doing anything. I'm the boss. And my boss is saying, they're always talking to me, because I said, no, I'm thinking that's wrong. Because of the fact that if I want them to have the same amount of interest and investment in me to give me a shot, I have to give other people a shot as well. And I always have to be cognizant of that, because I don't want to become the jelly has now become the jelly. I am now just as bad as the people who have traumatized me and my lineage. And I'm really walking the same steps, but that is a painful experience that when somebody has traumatized you and traumatized people in your past, then it's over.
Thank you, cutie.
Racism on a gender level, no. Have I been sprayed with hose? No. Have I been beaten and bruised? None of that. But mental health that I had suffered under in the and for other people into that with me with my beautiful thing. And whenever when you want something to be equal, you have to balance the scale and make you have to make sure that you're being fair too. You have to be in a space where it's not just valuable to you and yours, but it's valuable to you and yours. So, we'll get back to it. So, we were talking about Sigmund Freud and how it stepped into psychotherapy and the testing through that, and how it showed up in your body. One of the ways is digestive issues. Mental health struggles often manifest physically in the gut, commonly called the gut-brain connection. Anxiety and depression can contribute to digestive problems like irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, nausea or appetite changes due to the brain's influence on the gut function. Communication from brain to gut are consistently active via the vague
You speaking facts,
and
QT.
neurotransmitters like serotonin, 90% of which is produced in your gut. So all your serotonin is really produced in your gut. Anxiety and depression can disrupt that balance. Significant signs of this is bloating, cramps, diarrhea, and constipation. Once your gut bacteria is altered, it further impacts mood, and it creates a loop that keeps with recreating mental and digestive health problems. So, when you have so many mental health issues, it starts to develop in your gut. And I can tell you, you haven't seen too many people out in our reality in our world that don't have like a pudge or some type of, not just a pudge or a beer belly, bigger belly, or smaller ones because you can't keep anything down. These are signs of high stress and anxiety and depression and suffering from mental health. People don't acknowledge these things because they're going to a medical doctor. So that's what happens. You are put into these high stress and traumatic situations. You react to them, and after a while, your body is so used to it, but now it has developed these physical. And in those physical ailments, you want to go treat them, like muscle pain or anything like that. So then you go and you say, hey, doc, can I get something for muscle pain? And they try to treat those symptoms. And then you never go to see the mental, and nobody ever addresses that side because they want you to just come back to the physical. So if you're suffering from IBS, they give you something for IBS, and I understanding that it's the ulcers that was from the anxiety that been left unchecked for too long, and now you're suffering from it in a physical form. And no, they're not going to send you to a therapist. They're sending you to you're going to a regular hospital to try to treat the symptoms of these problems, but you're not really treating what caused it. And once you don't get to the root of what caused it, you're automatically going to suffer the same thing or the medication cycle. And this is where we are today in America, where our medical field is treating more of the symptom side, and our mental health field is way too expensive for most people to afford in the first place, so they don't go, or has been stigmatized so bad that you feel like you can't really talk about it or have a therapist in the first place to be able to get that help that you need. Or it's been, you've been willfully ignorant, where you know that there's a problem, you see that it's showing up physically in all these other forms, and you refuse to acknowledge it because what they have taught you is to ignore it and move it. We have to have a better way of doing things. We have to start having ourselves. And that starts with the $249 million. That starts with the free health care we focus on, and making sure we have enough money in our fund for real therapists and psychiatrists to get the help that we need. That starts with financial literacy. So you don't have a high stress situation every time you have a financial problem. And free quality education so you can get those good you get that with mental health needs, the rest of insurance and copyright. when that $2.9 million runs out, and it doesn't go on to the next generation, because that's what we meant for this generation. Once it is gone, it's gone, and you want to be able to still make sure and maintain your lifestyle. So that's what we want. I want to thank you for your time, your energy, and all of your support. Please let me know what you thought of this subject matter. I'm doing this hoping with just a shot in the dark. I'm hoping that this is good information for every single person, and maybe it overlays what you already know and everything, and wrong tidbits and everything to learn. But I want you to have this in your mind so you can share with others. So like, share, subscribe, comment down below, let me know what you think so we can have a dialogue. And thank you for being here, and have a great and amazing day. Hey. Hope you're having an amazing day.
Yes, Ray. Yes, always.
Restitution. So, yesterday we had talked about what would it be like for you and your family to be able to have $2.9 million, and what does that look like, as well as free education and judicial reform and free healthcare. There has been a lot of damage that has been done to the African community as far as in and physical health, from our eating habits to the mental prison, which we talked about a little bit yesterday. But today we're really going to focus in on education. And for the next couple of days, I've done some extensive research on education and how the birth of public education has come about. Now, keep in mind that these are bullet points from the history that was collected from the colonizers. So, of course, the history of education is going to be brought forth through their eyes. But if you look at the timelines on which these things are happening, you will notice that the fight for public education was born through the civil rights movement. When they first started education, which was so the colonial era from 1600 to 1700, early education in America was primarily influenced by European settlers, including the Puritans, who emphasized reading the Bible. Schools were often established by local communities, and education was seen as essential for morale and social duty. The first public schools in America was the Boston Latin School, which was founded in 1635. So keep in mind that during this time, slavery was going on. We had to establish, because we came from a whole other country, we spoke a whole other language, so we not only had to establish how to read and write and speak English, so we could know, they were denying us this access. So when they were giving us the access to it, they were teaching us a different religion other than what we were taught, which was Christianity. Now, because it's over in the African continent, some of them, the bigger population were Muslims, there were a lot of spiritualists, there were a lot of Jews, and there were a lot of Christians. All of Africa that is encompassed in Africa, which Egypt is, and they try to say it's the Mediterranean, but that's all a part of Africa. But either way, these the birth of religion came in Africa, and yes, Christianity was one of them, but it wasn't prominent there. Most of the slaves that came over and settled and were colonized by the colonizers were taught Christianity and their type of Christianity, and it taught us that we were cursed. I don't want to want to get too far into religion. That's not the topic of discussion. The only reason why it's been brought in is because the first thing they were teaching us about education was the Bible. And that was the indoctrination of
You don't really have an exact part,
we
right?
had no clue of. Now, I'm not taking away from anybody's religion or anything like that. I believe that if you believe in God, that is good enough. What we want to establish is that the education that was being taught to us at the time wasn't of value to us. We had to learn from scratch how to speak in English. We had to learn how to write in English. And all the while, these things were being denied to us because they didn't want us to read or write, because they knew if we were smarter, we would escape. So these things were denied to us. So if you look at the birth of it and the beginning and towards the birth of public school, it was because of slavery. Once they had given so many people their freedom, they were able to actually read and write, but there wasn't anywhere they could actually go. Now, segregation didn't happen until years later, which we will touch on tomorrow. But we were that was not forced upon us. This development, and then every time we catch up, the bar was set a little higher. So there was no public high school until centuries later, which was in the 1900s. And took it the late 1800s to get something were established and everything or whatever. But this just shows you how these collegiate and universities that are now so prominent were put into place to stop us from being able to have the same type of education and opportunities as the colonizers. When you studied medicine, it was just a study of medicine. There was no PhD degree involved. You just had to be a person that would heal people. But as we start to become more cognizant of these fields and how to heal ourselves and others in our community, they set the bar at this rate so we couldn't be able to do that. You didn't need to go to law school or have education in law to be able to study law and to be a lawyer to get like an equal playing field in the judicial system. Then they started saying that you needed to be to pass the bar exam, and you know that there's still 3 states in the United States where you don't have to go to a law school. You just have to pass the bar exam with so many credits and practice under a law. Now this was all 50 states. This is the example of how they raise the bar on us each and every time when we start to make a level up in this country. Now, how do we even that playing field? We even that playing field by acknowledging the fact that education was taken from us from the very beginning because they wanted us to not have the cognitive means to be able to overcome the disparities. And that's the reason why we should have, as a part of that restitution, free education, because so much has been denied to us and so much we had to build on our own, where others were able to actually benefit from all the education that we build on in our country. Every single milestone of education in America has been born from the birth of the civil rights movement, from the Brown ruling in the Supreme Court, and from them wanting to teach us about the Bible. Well, if you already knew about the Bible, then you wouldn't need a Bible school to be able to teach people about the Bible. Colonizers had already had that indoctrinated in them. They were doing that for us. So back in the 1600s to the 1700s, those schools were for us to be be able to indoctrinate us into the Bible and English and all of that. So what I'm trying to say is that every culture in our country from back in the day to now has benefited off our struggle and our resistance to not having opportunities, to not having the things that are detrimental to a better way of life. And as we fought for it and we obtained it, it became morphed into something else. People benefit now to this day off of public school. People benefit now to this day off of their schools being desegregated. People benefit now from student loans. All of these things, the birth of every single facet of it came from the civil rights movement, came from discrimination, came from us fighting, and now everyone gets the benefit of it. So us getting our equal rights to education, free education, past high school is a must. And should be done right away. It should be the biggest phase of this particular restitution because of the fact that so many people benefited from our fight and are now still benefiting from that fight in the present moment. And we now see that a lot of people that hold political office right now want to get rid of public education. You know why? Because the more people that are uneducated, the less opportunities for them, and the more the rich can stay rich and the poor stay poor. And we can't afford to live in a society where people that are already so ignorant, that are already suffering from mental health issues, that are already suffering from physical health issues, that are already suffering from our judicial system being lopsided, get more put on their shoulders. American citizens being deported to without due process. These are nothing that we have not seen before in the America for black people and for minorities. But as we fought for these things and we accomplished them already. This has already been done. We don't need to rehash it. We should not be fighting the same fights all over again, but what does it mean to make America great again? What it means for the colonizers is for them to return to where it was before we started getting these opportunities. We're not going backwards, we need to be moving forward. I know you heard that during the campaign all of last year and everything, so I'm not going to copy that. What I'm telling you is a movement forward means that we get more rights, and that's what African Americans, because every single time that we fight, every single person in America benefits from it. So whether it be education, whether it be financial reform, whether it be healthcare, whether it be judicial reform, every single person that is been stepped on, forgotten, and talked about and belittled has actually gotten so much from us standing up and fighting. The women's rights movement wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for the civil rights movement. These disparities that are going on in the country has been fought and won by us, and so many people have benefited from it. Look it up. The first laws that were that benefited people for discrimination were for us, and we fought for that. So as people get to benefit from all of our fights, we don't begrudge them anything. We don't want anything to be taken away from anybody. What we want is what's due to us, but has been long overdue to us. That means that we want our $2.9 million. We want free education across the board, and what I mean by that is the indentured people of this country who were here first were able to get free education as long as they can prove that they were of indentured, not indentured, that American Indians. I can't think of indigenous. That's the word. the indigenous people, as long as they can prove that they were of the indigenous, they get to go to a college of their choice because they've been accepted there. And we want the same thing because we helped build this country. Now, their land was stolen from them, but there has not been not one industry or industrial revolution of any city, major city in America without African Americans building it out from the ground up. Yes, they are silent builders, but we still have established so much for America, and we just need our just due. Now, when we were in the World Wars and Hitler was killing all the Jews and everything, and we didn't step into that fight until the very end because we were selling metals that were actually harmful and were making weapons for the Nazis. That's why we didn't want to step in because it was a money thing. Even with the ending of slavery, a lot of people thought it was about a just means. No, it was about taxation. Whatever brings it to a halt and to an end, I don't begrudge that meaning. But what I'm telling you is it wasn't because of the good of the nation. It wasn't because their hearts were open for us. It's because that we were fighting. It was because that we seen the disparity and lack of opportunity and we decided to stand up for ourselves. And you'll see these fights going on with youth, you'll see these fights going on with the women's movement, you'll see these fights going on with the abortion right. You'll see these fights going on. All of it came off as acts of God. And all we want is, we don't need the acknowledgement because we'll acknowledge ourselves. But we do want free education. We do want you to take reform so you can stop locking us up like animals. We do want to have a better way of life, and that's through mental health and physical health, so we want free health care. And we do want our $2.9 million so we can have a good standing and financial backing so we don't live in schools our whole lives and die in that same way. There's too many people that we have lost in this journey that were so important to us, and they live very short lives. My parents, for example, they worked their whole lives, and trust me, my dad changed his story, my mom not so much, but she got to bring us into this world. There's 9 of us. Well, there's only 8 of us now because I lost my sister, but there was 9 of us, and at the birth of each and every one of us, we knew we wanted to change our community and have a better way of life. And that's how it is in most African American homes. But we definitely need a good foundation to be able to start this off with. And as we start to go into this future of our country, we need to have a better understanding of where things came from, how they were birthed in this country, and how do we get to this present day and move forward. What does that look like? What would $2.9 million mean to you and your family? What would free education for you and the generations to come mean for your family? What would healthcare, good quality healthcare mean for you and your family? What would judicial reform mean for you and your family? I was studying this case a couple of years back in Oklahoma that had jailed these 20 people. It was about 34 of them, but now it's like 25. I haven't checked it in a while, but they're all on death row. 23 of them were black men. And they had all been proven to be innocent by ways of new forensic science that have proven them innocent. But if you don't have enough money for an appeal, you still are on the death, you still receive the death penalty. And even though you're innocent, because you have to appeal that case with the new evidence. So these people that are there are being, and this is the case of judicial reform. How can you keep someone in prison and on death row, by the way, that you're going to kill, that you're going to have the citizens of the state of Oklahoma pay for millions of dollars? It costs a lot of money for the state to kill you, to end your life. And you're going to have citizens pay that out of their tax dollars for men that are innocent. This is egregious and it has to stop. And this is one of the many cases across America that has happened to African Americans and regular citizens in the United States. I don't want to forget about anybody. What I'm telling you is there are things that will be that I will talk about that are pointed towards African Americans, but let's not be in the dark about how we affect every single American when we stand up and fight for these things. So yes, I may be talking about African Americans, but every time that we get something, someone else gets something as well. So we have to stand up for every single American. How I would like to see it be done is to start with us because we have been put under the roof for too long, and then let all of those laws and things that have been put in place and the financial growth. Do you know how many people would want to be out of debt once they get $2.9 million? We don't own real estate companies, not really. So a lot of these homes that are mortgaged, that means that a lot of these banks are going to be getting a lot of money. We don't own too many car lots and everything, so a lot of these people who have car notes and everything are going to get one or buy a car straight out. Those are going to benefit the financial institution. People who owe student loans for all these schools and everything, those loans are going to be paid out. That means that's going to fix our education system, and not in a way
Usually it's 60 extra for being an hour late, but for you,
just
try to do better next time, girl. Okay. I booked you at 3 because I thought you were going to be here at 3:30. You know what I mean? And I wasn't going to charge you. But an hour late is like, you gotta be sad. It's 120.
That will never pay more than they need to be paid more. So, and I've seen a lot of these programs come into the schools instead of paying the teachers. Now, I don't have anything against these other programs if they're really helping the kids. Like, I know that a lot of the kids with autism and multiple
That is with no extension.
Come and be in the school and be integrated into society, and I love that for us, like seriously do, but we also have to remember that there isn't enough quality education for people who don't have disabilities, who are struggling with what's going on at home, and that's why we hit these 4 fields of judicial reform, education, finance, and healthcare, is because those are the 4.
Definitely make sure you take these tracks out within the next 4 weeks for sure.
So I thank you so much for your time. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment down below, and let me know what you think.
Beautiful.
About education again.
Beauty queen. Thank you.
About making sure that our education
Take
is
care.
affordable and that it's free.
Cash app.
Thank you so much.
No, that's fine.
Have a amazing day.
My cash app is Queen Girl 44. I'm gonna run out of here because I gotta be in my car in the next couple minutes.
Hey, hope you're having an amazing day. Huge Creations here with another message on restitution. So we are pursuing restitution for all African Americans in the United States of America. And with that encompasses $2.9 million a fund for every African American.
Thank you, birthday girl. Have fun with whatever you do.
We're definitely getting into the subject matter of how this will play out is how we
Pin curling and it's your last.
Is education, but it also encompasses financial literacy and financial wealth and judicial reform and how here with the focus on in our healthcare is the next piece that we will be talking about. So without further ado,
GRL 44.
GRL.
GRL, yup. 44. Right there, MB Salon, yup. Yep.
in our society, they knew how powerful it was.
Thank you, my love.
The right to be able to rule and right because of the fact that they knew what it was. And even outside of slavery,
This your phone right here? Oh,
the education system,
Thank you.
you got me on them timers. I do timers now because of you. Alarms, timers, all of that. Okay, let me run out of here and get my baby before they charge me $1 million.
Okay, do see.
Thank you. Good seeing you too. Take care. Thank you. Straight down this way, and then you're gonna hit 1 when you get on the elevator. Thank you, my love. Y'all, I'm gonna be late. I gotta get to my car in 2 minutes. Oh my God. Vegan! QT said, I'm done. 90 people, 90 likes. 90 likes. QT. Oh my God. Roman, hi Roman. Roman said, Ray, I wouldn't be surprised if Pap was at Diddy party, big dog. Yo, I'm over Pap. That nigga getting on Instagram, telling all the business. Nigga, you doing way too much. Roman, I want to say that his face, though, don't play with that man like that. You wouldn't say that in his face. My girl Naima, I've been quiet for years. He been quiet for years though. I don't like what's going on. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like what's going on. I don't like what's going on with what's happening right now. Like, you thought Remy started that. I don't know who started it, just really being honest. Like, I can't tell you who's to blame. I can't tell you who started it. I can't tell you none of that. I don't know who started it. Shabalicious! The whole thing is messy. Yes! Man, the whole thing is messy. He messy, both of them messy. Rem definitely started it. Just get the divorce. Roman been quiet. He been quiet for years while she played. Thank you. Thank you so much, so much. Either way, y'all, we gotta get through. What is the problem? What are you waiting on? That's all I want to know. Can I get in front of you? Yo, y'all see me asking people, can I get in front of them? I've been doing that all day. Can I get in front of you? Can I get in front of you, please? Please! Y'all, I had to pick up my son at 6:30. After 6:30 is $5 per minute. After 6:30 is $5 per minute. So one time I had to give them $75. Because I was sleeping. Y'all double tap the screen. 46 people in the building. Go ahead and tap it. Tap it for me one time. Tap it for me one time. 67 people in the building. Go ahead, chat. Come on. Come on, chat. Where we at with it, chat? All right. Roman said, I can't argue with that. Because she was just as messy. Both of them. Getting on the internet, getting on Instagram. He did this. He did this. She did. Like, come on. Y'all ain't got to do all of that. Why would this nigga just drive, bitch? Drive the... What the fuck? You didn't have to do that. Oh. Well, I guess he did. Yeah, I swear. I just want to get there on time. That's it. I got it. I'm there. Hallelujah. Thank you, oh, God. Not a red light. Oh, my. The devil is busy. How I come to the red light? I'm at the red light. I may be able to go that way or something. Let me see. I made it! Just in time for a little spit of tea, wussy. Memorial. It's Memorial weekend. Happy Memorial. So cute. Hi, Bubba. Look at your nose. Why? You need some tissue. I need to bring some tissue at the school for you.
No.
Some boxes of tissue for you.
No.
Yes.
No.
For your nosy.
Sorry.
What?
Sorry.
Sorry for what?
I'm so sorry.
For what? What you sorry for?
I'm so sorry for
some chips?
No, you can be.
Being mean? How am I being mean? You got boogers. All I'm saying is you got a lot of boogers. That's all. Okay, never mind. What is going on? You do? You do? Yes.
I want to go all the way.
Which way?
This way, the other way.
Hi, Saki.
Mommy, look at the airplane.
Oh, you see it?
Ew.
You see it?
Mommy, I want to go on a lift. Alright. I want to.
Why can't this guy just go? What are you looking
No,
for?
that's not what you want.
Hush. What are you waiting on, sir? What are you waiting on? Like, what are you waiting on? That's what I want to know. Who are you looking for? What are you waiting on? I'm not on the rush no more. With me today, I know we didn't really get a chance to. What did I say? I know we didn't get a chance to talk. Really, because I'm driving, I'm doing so many things, but I'm about to take a break in just a minute. What is going on with this phone? Sir, just move, sir. Just move off the road if you don't feel like driving. Here, Baba. $30 people in a building. Hi, guys. Hi.
Hi.
Harlem says hi. Okay, let's see. I missed a lot of messages. Okay, Buster, Brittany, absolutely. I talk about that in my videos. So many of us that are oh, I read all of that.
Mama,
Yeah.
I feel hay. I feel hay.
No.
Why?
because I'm driving.
I did
Stop playing with me, Harlem. Hmm? Oh, really? Shadrick. What up, Shadrick? Shadrick said hi. Hi, Shadrick. How you doing? Roman said, yeah, nah. I don't know what I'd do if mine had to be the one to tell me that my future wife was messing around like that. All I know is there's gonna be a funeral in the same weekend. I don't know who was messing with who first. They probably both were cheating on each other at the same time, just really being honest. They probably both were cheating on each other at the same time. Okay. Roman said, my girl Naima. Hey, Roman. Redbird said, my niece is at 2.9 subscribers. Yes. Will you go over to her channel and support to get to 3K? Yes, you guys, please support Shopaliciousness. We love Shop. We love Shop. Shopaliciousness.
What's up, guys? It's time up there, Robin.
Oh, really? Jesus loves the little children. You done? You all done?
Yeah. I'm good.
Finish that one. You guys. I can't believe it's Friday. Fridays. Fridays. Huh? Fridays. With Tab and Chance. Fridays. Fridays.
I'm talking.
You done? Want some more? You want the cheesy ones? You want these? Here you go, baby. My baby. Yo, it's mad. Yes, it's a lot of people. Look at all the people. People, we need your money. People, look at all the people. People, we need your money. You see all the people? Hello, people. People, we need. You want to go? All right, we're going to go. Because I love you. Red Bear said we back. Hi, Ryan. Hi, Ryan. Redbird said, hi, Harlem.
Hi.
Heard him. You heard him, Red? Say hi, Harlem.
Hi, welcome back. We go to Baba Cows.
Are we?
Yes.
We are?
I believe you're the Baba.
Oh, for real?
Now, Baba, can we go?
Oh my God.
Yes. Okay. Here. Okay. Let's go, Baba. Come on, go.
Red said, all right, Harlem. She said, all right, buddy.
Why are you laughing?
I'm laughing because Lieutenant said hello from Afghanistan. Hola, Afghanistan. Hi. Y'all, I ain't got no lashes, nothing. I'm about to do my lashes right now. You guys, I was scared. I did not think I was about to pick him up exactly at 6:30, but I did it. I was able to complete her.
No, we're for the Pokemon.
It was at 3. And she texted me at 4 o'clock and said, hey, here. At 4 o'clock. H-I-J-K. Q-R-T-U.
W-A.
You forgot V. You missed the V, buddy. You're so beautiful, Naima. Thank you, Reddy. Thank you, Red. So are you, darling. So are you. Oh, we back. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. We made it safe and sound. I ain't getting no accident, no none of that. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome, love. You wanna jump? All right, come on. Go ahead. Jump. Go. Hey, go Harlem. You got popcorn everywhere. That's why I don't like eating in the car. That's why I don't like eating in the car. Cause you get 101 likes. Ah! Yes,